of them I'm bigger than.
Many people, they always wonder why they hate Davido for music industry. I think I need to actually break it down so that you get to, when you get to understand, because a lot of people are getting to understand. I want you to listen to this song. Now, this song will actually make most people, some OGs, some people for the music industry, not like Davido, because he did it when he was like about 19 or 20. Now you heard what he said. He called Two-Face, P Square, called the Bunch, and a lot of people. He said he's bigger than them, and that was when he was 19. If na you not go dey provoked? That is the question a lot of people are really asking. If na you go dey provoked. So now I got to actually pick out some key factors that's really generated a lot of all this, because people felt that, okay, this guy, that very young guy, he go do 2 day proud and all this kind of thing. So they started off the hate game against this guy. But whether you like it or not, this guy has actually lasted. That is, Davido has lasted more than what a lot of people thought of him in the music industry. He started off as a producer, and then he's ended up as a kind of an artist, not only an artist, the influential artist, and also as a business artist. So there are some key factors behind industry friction towards Davido. Why a lot of people not to like Davido in the music industry. One of them is the silver spoon critics, because this is something that is actually, really popular in Nigeria, especially right now. Because when you come from a wealthy background, when you have this wealthy upbringing, often clashes with the industry preference for grass to grace, because we are used to the story of grass to grace. So that is why a lot of people, they are not really comfortable with the lives of Davido that came in from a big or huge background, that is a wealthy background. So that is leading some people to credit his success to financial backings rather than his talent and his effort. Based on what I understand about Davido, he is one of the most hardworking artists in Nigeria, and we need to respect that. We need to, that is something you got to understand. Another point is aggressive stand culture. This, let me just read out what I have here. Environment where every move is scrutinized or attacked by opposition camps. That is something we are really getting. So a lot of people will tell you that the music industry is too toxic right now, while some other persons will come out to say, now the outsiders and the Whiskies FC, now they're not like Davido. So that is something I got to really understand about this. Is kind of a superiority fight between their fans out there. They stand with this, I stand with that. That is something I kind of notice again. So on your own part, you can put in your own your own opinion in the comment section, what you feel about this. I still got another point. This is high visibility and accessibility. Unlike peers who maintain a mysterious persona, Davido is extremely active on social, like some artists will rarely come out on social media and other things just to like shield themselves away from public scrutiny and backlash. That is something I really understand about this. And then I got another point here. I got another point that says, trend adaptation. Critics sometimes label him a trend chaser for his quick adaptation of sounds like Amapiano, whereas supporters sees him as a brilliant, artist, based on his ability to stay relevant and evolve. Because as an artist, Davido is always evolving, connecting with the new trend from Amapiano, Afrobeat, a lot of things. So a lot of people feel that, okay, this guy in the chase trend, and they're not gonna like him for that. So I feel this is another point. So I still got a point. Industry politics. His outspoken nature regarding streaming numbers, award snubs, and gatekeeping often put him at odds with traditional industry power brokers and rival artists. Because of the outspoken nature of Davido, in terms of numbers, you don't need to chase numbers, you need to keep making music, you need to keep Afrobeat and all those kind of things. A lot of people don't like this outspokenness from him. That is one thing I kind of understand about all of this. And the last point I have in here is, personal scrutiny. His private life, including high profile relationships and family dynamics, the industry at a time like this. So guys, what are your own takes about this? I want you to put your own comment, what you feel about all of this. But at a recent interview, Davido actually made a statement. No, not a recent. This is an interview that he did, months ago, and is coming out right now, still trending. A lot of people are still sharing and commenting on it. I just want you to really have a glimpse of that interview and then get to understand a lot of things about this young man, because he spoke about his personal life, his family life, and the values and all those kind of things. I think a lot of people, they need to actually learn from this. He talked about that even him and him gate man and everybody for the house, the person with the mop floor for the house, that they eat from the same pot. He said his wife made sure that that happens, and he talked about being his family goals and all these kind of things. Let's catch a glimpse. According to him, he said, "My wife makes sure everyone in my house is the same meal. My driver, cook, electrician, everyone." Davido actually said this, right, with you. That is something I really understand about all of this. So guys, what are your own takes? Don't fail to like, don't fail to share, don't fail to comment on my videos, and don't fail to subscribe if you are yet to subscribe by clicking the subscribe button below and the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos.